Okay, Stefan is writing in with the question. Stefan wants to know, are there any fantasies that go too far in your mind? Or is it pretty much anything fair game as long as consensual on both parties' parts? Yeah, I guess there would be a couple fantasies for me that go too far. Anything that involves urine, defecation, things like that just go a little too far. I'm not into any of that. I don't want to get peed on. I don't want to get fucking shit on. I'm not into smelling people's farts. There's a lot of weird fantasies out there. And for me personally, there are certain levels of bondage. And I've had a lot of experience with S&M and bondage and that sort of thing. And there's certain levels that I don't feel comfortable with. I was with one girl a couple years ago that liked to be abused to a point where I was like, you know, if for some reason her and I had a falling out, she can go to the police with these bruises and literally say that this guy raped me and fucking did all these bad things to me against my will. And it was just a little too much for me. There was a little too much pain involved. And I didn't feel comfortable with that at all. But anything other than you know, some kind of like releasing of bodily fluids, blood, I'm not into. There's some people that are into like, you know, blood, you know, they like to get smeared in blood. They like to eat blood. I'm not into stuff like that. And then bestiality, like animals. There's people out there that like love to fuck animals. I'm not into that shit. As far as fantasies, other than those, I'm open to anything, any type of role play, whether it be teacher, whether it be like, you know, baby role play, daddy-daughter role play, you know, cop and bad person role play. I'm into everything. I mean, I'm open to just about anything, except for those. For me personally, they go a little too far. And I understand sexual fantasies. Like, I have some fantasies that for me are very fulfilling and they're things that I desire. And I think for these people who have these extreme fantasies, to them, it's something that's normal. It's something they really desire and want. I'm not going to call them bad people. It's just something for whatever reason they really desire and want, but that doesn't bode well with me. So I think that just about answers it. And if it's consensual, it's consensual. If it's consensual between two adults, that means two adults have both agreed that this is okay, and by all means, you should take part of this. Role-playing and acting out fantasies is a wonderful thing to do with another partner. It's very liberating. It could be very healing, okay? There's a lot of people that feel a deep emotional cleansing and detoxing when they act out these deepest, darkest fantasies. You know, I would argue that there are some psychological issues with people that maybe can be healed or fixed if they would allow these sexual fantasies to come out. It's better than bottling them up and letting that energy come out in other areas of your life. So by all means, if you have an extreme fantasy and you want to release it, and it's consensual between you and another partner, you should definitely let it out. And it could be fun, and it could allow you to bond and become even closer. So I really hope that helps. And what about you guys? Is there anybody else out there with some crazy fantasy? Or have you dated a girl that had a fantasy that just went a little too far? If you have, or if you have something of your own, please comment below. I want to hear about it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to know how to make the most out of what you have down there and have powerful erections that last as long as you want, check this out.